All right, we got 2 people. That's cool. I'm just going to do a real quick live. Real quick. I ain't going to be here long. But, I'm just going to briefly talk about a few things. Number one thing I'm going to talk about is there's nothing wrong with being nice to people. You want to be nice. You want to be cordial. You want to be respectful. That's something you want to do. But if you find yourself in situations where you're the only one being nice to everybody and no one's being nice to you, then that's something you should look at and say, maybe I'm around the wrong environment or the wrong group of people. And sometimes when you be too nice, people take advantage of you. So you don't want to be overly nice. You want to be respectful and cordial, but you don't want to be overly nice to where you will be taken advantage of. If you've dealt with that or you're dealing with that, that's because you're too nice. You're being too nice. You over exceeding what nice is. So this is why you feel, or you may have felt, damn man, I'm nice, I'm looking out, I'm showing love, but you're not receiving that. That's because where you putting that niceness at is undeserving of who you are as a person, what you bring, what makes you who you are. I mean, all you gotta do is just look at everyday life, you know? And I'm not saying this as far as for, you know, for any of us who are nice to stop being nice. I'm not saying that. I'm saying we want to use discretion and discernment pertaining to situations when it's appropriate for me to be nice and when it's not appropriate for me to be nice, to where I have to stand up for myself, to where people don't take advantage of me or see me as a pushover or someone, you know, who's easily, you know, to be misled or taken advantage of. And that's called having boundaries for yourself. We want to have boundaries for ourselves. That's something you definitely want to have, which is boundaries. And another thing I want to talk about too, you know, many of us know we're not going to be young forever, and you're not going to live forever either. But while you are alive, you can have quality of life. Meaning, well, one of the things that I've been doing, I've been reading labels. I read the labels pertaining to what I'm eating. I read them labels. I want to know, what is it that I'm eating? Because and I don't want nobody to take this in the wrong way. This is not condemning. You want to be nice to yourself. You want to be good to yourself. So one of the things that I do, I read labels. I say, okay, what is in this I'm about to put in my mouth? What's this chemical? What's that chemical? What does this do to the body? Yeah. I Google, I look stuff up. And then once I see that, oh wow, man, this thing is no good for me to eat. I can't eat this. This does X, Y, and Z. This causes diabetes. This causes obesity. This causes irregular heartbeat. This here causes all kinds of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so my thing is that by being nice and kind to myself, I make sure I have a good pair of reading glasses so I can see what is in this. Whatever you may eat, potato chips, cookies, whatever you may eat, read them labels, because I'm telling you, you're not going to be young forever. And the goal is you do not want to be having a whole lot of health issues as you age out. You know, you got to take this pill, take this shot, do the not. And I'm telling you, listen to me. Like I said, if you hear this now, you hear it later, you're going to thank me. Start reading what's in what you're eating. You even got some stuff that causes mood swings. I mean, I know y'all heard about the Skittles, right? But way before that, there's a whole lot of stuff that we eat or have eaten or consumed, and we don't even know what we're eating. We're eating it because it tastes good. We're eating it because it got this little color, this little zing, the packaging, and this and that. But when you start doing further research, being kind to yourself means I'm doing research. Let me research what I'm eating. Let me research, you know, everything. You know, why I feel like this, why I think like this, all that stuff. I'm telling you, man, because when you listen, and it don't even have to happen when you get older. You know, if you take a look around you, like I said, this ain't about putting nobody down or nothing, so don't take it like that. Many of us is overweight. Many of us is out of shape. Many of us cannot do menial tasks. Yeah, many of us. And so a lot of it deals with what we have been eating. What we have been eating. I'm telling you. You know? And so, like I said, what I do, I have a pair of reading glasses. So anything I'm buying, I'm looking at, okay, is this organic? Is it wild caught? You know, fish, blah, blah, blah. And even in the organics, you still got to be careful because a lot of organic stuff has soy in it, you know, and that's something you want to avoid, you know, because I remember I would go to Trader Joe's, I'd be buying these cookies and stuff, it says organic, then I started reading the label, got soy, got canola oil. I'm like, yo, man. And then a lot of that stuff I had to literally stop eating. Like, yeah, I had to give it up. I mean, it was sweet. I liked it to eat it and all that. But I had to stop eating a lot of that stuff because I saw that it was unhealthy. And it was something that I was not supposed to be eating because it was detrimental to my health. It was detrimental to my well-being. And, you know, it added extra weight on, all that, made you lazy, all that. And I said, nah, man, I'm not trying to be like that. So, as a suggestion, be nice to yourself, be kind to yourself, take care of yourself. You're going to be with yourself for a while. I know it says 5 juices for $4 and this and that. You know, and I know some of us, our money, you know, whatever, or a lot of us say, oh, it's too expensive to buy organic and this and that. No, it's not. The same way you be shopping for them outfits. You go get the shoes from here, you get the shirt from here. Same thing with the organics. If you need information on where to start buying healthy organics, as far as fruits, fish, and stuff like that, I can give you resources. It's resources that I have been going and buying my little wild caught fish. My grapes with seeds and stuff like that, but even with the fruits, even though they may have seeds in them, what I do is, because I saw it on Instagram or Facebook, one of them stations, I said one of those stations, like it's the radio or shit, Instagram radio. Nah, but because see, one thing I be doing, even though I feel I know some stuff, I'm always researching. That's another thing, too, we want to do. Keep researching. Don't be satisfied with the information you got. Keep researching. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, question things. You know, do your own research. And then talk to people who may have information. That's how you grow up. You grow up, the more you know, the more you grow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the more information you got. So this way, as you become a right-minded adult, you know, because I told y'all before, age don't make you an adult. Your right-mindedness makes you an adult. It's not your age. It's your right-mindedness, meaning how you carry yourself, how you live. Are you being responsible? Are you taking care of yourself? I'm talking about from head to toe, the ins and outs and ins of what makes you who you are. It's very, very vitally important that, you know, we have this in our lives. Very important, you know, because even if you ain't got a whole lot of money, as long as you taking care of yourself, maintaining yourself, and you know, you're doing your best to eat right and think right, you're already rich. And then as you get money by you taking care of yourself, you will spend your money differently as opposed to when you're not taking care of yourself, because your thoughts and frequency will be totally different. I'm telling you, when you got your shit together, the inner you, and you're eating right, thinking right, meditation and spiritual stuff and various other things, exercise and all that stuff, and reading labels like I'm talking about, you spend your money differently. I'm telling you, you spend your time differently. I'm telling you. You're not getting caught up in, like, you know, trying to be like everybody else, what they trying to do, what they into, what they doing, because you into what you got to do, because you know that you're going to be with you for a while, so you trying to make sure, let me take care of myself. I'm not going to be young forever. I'm not going to be living forever, but I do know this. As I begin to learn how my system works, how everything works as far as life, death, you know, various different situations, now I get information and insight. And so once you get the information and insight, now it's up to you to use it. It's up to you to use it for you. Yeah. It's up to you to use it for you. Because you can have friends, family, and all that, but if you get sick, who gets sick? You. You know what I'm saying? So the goal is, yo, listen, let me start reading these labels, man. Let me start being more conscious of what I'm eating, man. You know, let me look at myself in the mirror and see what it is I need to do to work on my, you know, work on my body, work on my mind, work on my spirit. There's nothing wrong. I mean, you know, we all are works in progress. As long as you're breathing in and out, you're a work in progress. So you want to at least have quality of life while you are alive. I mean, it's vitally important that we have quality of life. Yeah, your health is your wealth. I'm telling you. So as a suggestion, get you some good reading glasses. When you go in the shop, read the label. Read what's in it. If you see all these different additives and words you don't understand, and, you know, soy, canola oil, don't buy it. It's poison. It will have you obese. It will have your arteries clogged up. It'll have your face breaking out. It'll have, when you go to the bathroom, you won't be going to the bathroom regularly like how you're supposed to go, because you're clogging the system up. I'm telling you. A lot of times, a lot of dis-ease is family related and family simulated and orientated. I hope I'm using the right words for that, because 9 times out of 10 we eat what we see our parents eat, right? Or we eat what we see our friends eat, right? Sometimes we eat stuff and we only doing it as bonding mechanisms. I'm telling you, I had to look at all of that. I had to look at my bonding. Like, how was I bonding with people? And then I started seeing, yo, you doing stuff that they're doing because you want to feel like you're a part of what they're doing. And then I started getting more deeper into myself, and I started to see, man, I ain't got to do none of that stuff they're doing. You know what I'm saying? I started like looking at what is going to make me happy, what is going to make me free. And I started researching. reading, watching videos, talking with people. And I said, okay, now I see what I need to do. I said to myself, I need to stop eating that. I need to stop doing this. I need to stop hanging out with this person. I need to start really like organizing my whole fundamental life path frequency and tune in to what needed to be tuned in so that I could be happy, so that I could be at peace, so I can learn that I don't gotta follow and be a part of what everybody else is doing, only unless it's positive and it's gonna teach me more as far as wisdom and knowledge and understanding, and help me make some money the right way. If it ain't about learning, making honest money, elevating the health, my inner outer wealth, my peace of mind, it's a waste of time. It's a waste. And sometimes we don't see that because when we're young, we got a perception of how life is. But as you start getting older, then you see that the dynamics of life that you thought is different. Because now you may be dealing with money issues, health issues, people dying in the family close to you, relationships breaking up or building new relationships, or you might become a parent or whatever the case may be. And the dynamics of that change. It changes. And then you start seeing if you are sincerely wanting to be awakened and woke up. That, you know what? A lot of things I did when I was young, I see that there was no payout. There was no payoff. I was lost. I was trying to figure my way. Like figure things out and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Because we all go through that. But the goal is to awaken to higher cosmic frequency, elevation, healing. Meaning, I'm gonna look at what makes me who I am. And my goal is to wake up, take care of myself. Stop making excuses, right? Because you don't want to wait till you're sick and the doctor say, oh, we got to cut your foot off. We got to cut a finger off. Oh, why? Well, because you ate a lot of sweets, or you didn't eat the right food, or, you didn't get enough, they say vitamins, but I'm saying minerals. Because your body's minerals. You need minerals, But I'm not going to delve too deep because I don't want them to ban me, because one time I said some stuff and I wasn't able to go live. So all I'm really saying here is that get you some good reading glasses. Start reading what you're eating, okay? If it's soy, canola, artificial flavoring, this and that, my suggestion is, because I'm doing it, don't eat it. If you're listening to my lives and you're not taking none of the suggestions that I'm giving, then, you're just hearing a bunch of words and it sounds garbled. My goal is when I do a live, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, whoever, my goal is to give out information, right? And to help you as well as help myself. That's the goal. So get you some good reading glasses. Start reading all that stuff you used to eat or you're eating. Start doing your research and just put in what is the effects on human health, or does it affect the body, or what are the side effects? What does it do? You got smartphones, you got computers. Yeah. If you ain't got that, the libraries are open now. And then now they're giving out free tablets. So there's no excuse. And they're giving out free phones. They've been doing that. So there's really no excuse for you to get the information that you need. There's too much information out here now. There's so much information out here now that technically you don't even got to step in the classroom. You can do online schooling, online training, various different things to learn different things and to elevate and so on and so forth. And this is what you can do. I'm telling you. The information is out there. The knowledge is out there. You know, even though there's a whole bunch of other stuff out there, the Creator has still shown us mercy to where we can get what it is we need to get. All you got to do is to say, yo, let me start really looking at myself and my life differently. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with having fun and, you know, like living your life, enjoying yourself. But I will tell you this. You want to start reading them labels. You want to start reading what am I eating, because whatever you put inside of you becomes you. It becomes your skin, your hair, your nails, your organs, and all of that. So if you're eating junk, and you're not trying to, and I'm not knocking junk, because there's healthy organic junk out there. Yeah, I started because I like chips. I started buying organic chips. I like, I started making my own little pizza. I mean, there's different things, and then like sometimes I may go buy chicken. I said, well, let me buy organic chicken instead of just going in the store. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of that stuff is poison, and the only reason why I'm saying that because, I used to eat the fast food and all that. And then I started like doing more research. I was like, yo, this shit ain't no good for me, man. You know what I'm saying? Obesity, health issues. Thank God I don't have no health issues. Thank God for that. No diabetes, none of that stuff. I'm grateful because I use them herbs, make them crystal elixirs, exercise, and always step back and research on myself. Meaning, what is it that I need to change? What is it that I need to add on? What is it that I need to stop doing? You have to look at that, because I'm going to tell you, you're not going to be young forever. And you definitely don't want to get older and then you be so morbidly obese you can't walk, you can't move. All kind of shit is going on because you didn't make the right choices as far as eating, as far as researching what's the best food to eat that's going to keep my system strong and healthy so I can have a quality of life. Because I will tell you this, these days people don't like going to hospitals to visit people. I'm telling you. I'm being real. Some families will go to the hospital and nurture you. But the way things is now, people hardly call you. People hardly text you. So imagine if you get sick. You think people can come in the hospital and visit you? So what I'm saying is, like, if you got that, that's a blessing. But if you don't got that, now you need to become more proactive and taking better care of yourself. And all of it starts with what you are eating. Literally, what you are eating. I'm telling you. It tastes good, it look good, but when you do further research, it's no good. It's poison. And I'm telling you from my own experience. So when I buy stuff, I'm reading what's in this. I need to know what's in this. Yeah. If I'm buying tuna fish, I want to get the wild caught. The wild caught. If it says wild caught, okay. Even though it's in a can, I understand we can't, whatever. But I try to stick as close to nature as possible. If I'm going to buy fish, I'll tell you, BJ's got the wild caught salmon. They got the wild caught cod. They got other wild caught fish. I go right there. I get my fish. I used to go in the fish market, but certain fish in the fish market is farm raised, especially that salmon. So I don't buy their salmon no more. I go to Trader Joe. BJ's, and I buy a few bags of that wild caught. It's delicious. And I don't eat fish all the time. Once in a while, I got some cod. And another thing too, I saw something, and because I like fried chicken, I like fried fish and French fries. I saw something now. And I'm like, well, you know what? Now I need to start baking my stuff, where when you're eating fried food, there's a chemical reaction that happens that makes that breakdown carcinogenic, which can give you cancer. I said, okay, now I need to start baking my chicken, baking my fish. So that's what I'm going to do with the cod. I said, I'm going to bake that cod. I got some herbs and stuff, So when I make chicken next time, I won't fry it. I'll bake it. So what I'm saying is we don't want to take the fun out of fun. We don't want to do that. But what we want to do is we want to just try to eat more healthier, make more healthier decisions and choices. So this way we don't be fucked up. I'm telling you, excuse me for using that word. We don't be fucked up while we're young, and we don't be fucked up when we get older. And then, you know, a lot of those illnesses are basically food-related illnesses because we didn't eat the right foods and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? You know, like my mother wasn't aware of eating healthy and organic and stuff like that. I learned that later on when I started. Come on, B, give me a break. When I started interacting with certain people, and then I started learning and listening. I said, okay, then I started researching YouTube videos, certain books. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Sebi. There's other people out here. There's a lot of people on Instagram. There's a lot of people on Facebook. There's a lot of people on YouTube. They giving you information on this is what you need to add to your diet to sustain your brain, your heart, your lungs, your all that stuff. Yeah, and I said, yo, I needed this information. So this is why I have certain herbs that I use in my regimen. In the morning, I'm drinking my blends. And then I'm having my little fruits and stuff like that. So it's about you taking care of yourself and being aware that you're not going to be young forever. Okay? One day you may have your own family or whatever the case may be, or your own situations. And you want to make sure that the good things that you're doing, you're spreading that information to those people you care, you love, you have care and concern for. This is what you want to do. So that means everybody's on the same page. So if we're going to get us some chips or whatever we're going to do, yeah, we're getting some organic, and we're going to make sure it don't got soy, it don't got canola. Matter of fact, we may just start making our own organic cookies and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, YouTube, they got all the information, how to do this, how to do that. So, and, you know, so like I said, everything is doable. It can be done. It's just a matter of, like, getting out of lazy mode, getting out of procrastination mode, and saying, yo, you know what? I'm going to do something different today. Even if you aren't able to stop everything, you start with one thing at a time. That's it. You start with one thing at a time. And then before you know it, you're used to doing that one thing, then you add something else. And you keep adding on different equations pertaining to your wellness, your health, your peace of mind, your exercise. You know, and then you look at your thoughts. Because a lot of what we do stems from certain things that we feel is missing in our lives. So we do other things to kind of capture, recapture, or reframe what's not there or wasn't there, or what we see others may be receiving that we're not feeling or getting or receiving. So we add other things that may not be healthy, that may not be wise decisions, that may not be what we should be doing, but because we may feel some kind of emptiness pertaining to various different things, growing up, dealing with certain things now, so we substitute certain things. And I'm telling you that, I'm telling y'all that from experience. I had to start looking at how come, like, I noticed I had wanted a lot of sweets at certain hours of the night, or certain kinds of foods, this and that. Then I start looking at, you know why? Because you feel like there's something missing. So you're compensating. You're compensating a feeling. See, well, you're compensating a feeling that's not been met, or that hasn't been met. So you're compensating. We all do that. So now when you start looking at what feelings am I compensating, and what are the reasons why I'm compensating those feelings? Because most of y'all know me, I tell you, you have to live inside your body. So you want to get in touch with why you feel, think, move the way you do. And when you really start delving deep into that, you're going to see that a lot of what you do, most of it comes from inadequacies. Most of it comes from insecurities. Most of it comes from where you don't really know yourself. Most of it comes from maybe, you know, like you didn't have a lot of hugs from your parents, a lot of hugs from your father, your mother. You may have felt left out, or, like no one sat down with you and explained the fundamentals of life and thinking and this and that and so on and so forth. Happens to all of us. All of us go through that. All humans go through certain situations. Even people who got money, they go through certain stuff too. It's just that they got money that they can do more. They can compensate more because they got the money. They got the money. So they can compensate more. So, in understanding that our goal, right? The new goal, the new soul goal is to basically look at ourselves, understand ourselves, and work on ourselves. And we can do it. If you are still breathing in and out, then you can make some changes. And it's not saying, oh, you're a bad person. No, nobody's saying you're a bad person. We don't say that. We don't want to put ourselves down and condemn ourselves. What we want to do, we want to be honest with ourselves and see what's the problems, what's the issues, what's the work that I need to do on myself, and then just do it. Stop making excuses. Say, yo, man, you know what? I'm going to take one thing at a time, and I'm going to get my shit together. That's what I'm going to do. And as you get yourself together, you spend your money differently. I'm telling you, money is a tool. You'll be spending your money totally differently because now you're working on yourself. You're more at peace. You're more comfortable in your own skin. You're learning more to accept yourself, embrace yourself, and say, there's no one else like me in the world. So let me embrace myself. Let me love myself. Let me take care of myself. Let me care more about myself. Why? Because you're the one that got to live inside of your body. So by you becoming more consciously aware of what I'm saying and what you're hearing and now what you're knowing, that's when you can move in a certain flow. You can move in a certain frequency, and that frequency and flow is freedom. So where you're not attached nor caught up in, like I gotta be down with every sound that I hear. I gotta flow with every flow that I see flowing. Nah, that means now that you're making the right conscious decisions that's going to facilitate plan of action to where you're winning, to where you're growing, to where you're building, to where you're taking better care of yourself. And that's the goal. You want to take care of yourself. I'm telling you, learn about your body, learn about your spirit, learn about your mind. We must take care of ourselves. I'm telling you, we have to. So hopefully this way, we'll have some time in the earth and we won't have to deal with a lot of illnesses that people we know are dealing with, people we don't know, and then we won't have to deal with hopefully being obese, overweight, can't hardly move, can't hardly walk, this hurt, that hurt, and it's not to put nobody down. It's just that it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm in the supermarket and I'm not judging nobody, and I see families. The mom is obese, the father's obese, the kids are obese, and I'm looking, I'm saying, wow. And I use it as a learning tool because that's another thing we want to do. We want to look at our situation, other people's situations as learning tools, not putting nobody down because some people just don't know. Some people just don't have the information that you may be getting now. So if you're getting this information now, hey, consider yourself blessed. Everybody don't have the understanding, the get up and go, the momentum, and the awareness and opening of the mind to receive information and act on information. Everybody don't got that. And sometimes even ourselves, we don't always act on everything that we know. It's not what you know, it's what you use. Many of y'all know I started saying that. It's not what you know, it's what you use. So that means if you know certain things, like I'm going to use myself. if I know that if I'm always eating salt, and then I do research that salt is corrosive, and that salt, you know, high blood pressure, all kind of, this mess your whole system up. And then I'm eating a lot of sugar, starch, fried food, this and that, artificial this, artificial that. Remember, it's not to put nobody down, okay? It's just food for thought. So that means that if I'm doing all of that, of course I'm going to be sick. I'm going to have heart issues, vein issues, all kind of different issues that I really don't need if I just start being more kinder and nicer to myself. A lot of times we want to be nice and kind to everybody else, and we're not even being kind and nice to ourselves. You got to take care of yourself. All you got to do is look around you. If you don't believe nothing I'm telling you, start observing people. I people watch all the time. Like right now I'm talking to y'all, but I'm people watching. Start looking, first look at yourself, and then start looking at everything around you so you can see what's really happening. To many of us, we're just eating stuff that's no good for us. We doing shit we ain't got no business doing. We thinking thoughts we should not be thinking. I mean, we just like caught up in like this low frequency wave. But here's the deal. If you're getting information, right? If you are seeking information, you're getting it right now. You're getting it from been there, done that. Been there, done that. I get it now. I understand it now. This is how I'm moving. No, I'm not eating that shit. No, I'm not doing this. No, I'm not. Why? Because it jeopardizes my existence. It jeopardizes my flow. It jeopardizes everything that I got going and everything that I'm striving for and building and working on. So why would I even put myself in those kind of situations once I come into higher cosmic frequency, elevation, healing, consciousness of self? Why would I do that? Nah. Not doing that. It's like this. Why would I join a gang? Why would I walk around with weapons? Why would I, like whatever, anything that's low frequency? Why would I go right now, Texas Fried Chicken, and buy up a whole bucket of that chicken, eat up all that, then eat some French fries and all that shit, knowing that later I'm going to be feeling like, oh my God, why did I eat this? So being aware of what's wrong with me, not them, what's wrong with me. And I'm not saying wrong with me in a bad way to where it's a bad thing. No, I'm saying what's wrong with me that I may feel uncomfortable, inadequate, or whatever the case may be. And now let me pinpoint that and let me heal myself, work on myself, build myself, and put in place positive things that I'm doing that are loving, that are kind, that are worthy, that are respectful, that are honorable, that I feel good about doing. I'm seeing the payout. I'm seeing the payoff. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm investing in myself. Yeah, before you can invest in anybody, you got to invest in yourself first and foremost, because you're going to be with yourself for some time. So we want to invest in ourselves. How do you invest in yourself? By taking better care of yourself. That's how you invest in yourself. You take better care of yourself. You get you a pair of good reading glasses. You start reading what you've been eating, and you're gonna see. And then put what are the effects on the human body. And you're gonna be like, oh my God, I've been eating this stuff. No wonder, man, I be having these heart palpitations, or I get these headaches, or my skin is breaking out, or I can't go to the bathroom, or whatever the case may be, because of this shit. We're eating shit, and when you're eating shit, you're not gonna be able to shit. Excuse my you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So don't take this as something where, anybody's being put down, you know what I'm saying? Or like somebody's trying to tell you what to eat, how to think, and how to live. Because I tell you this, like real life, if we don't, and I'm not saying if you are necessarily, I'm just talking about, I'm talking about myself. If I did not take the initiative and continue to take the initiative that I'm taking to better take care of myself, then somebody else is going to be prescribing for my life what they feel should be prescribed for my life. So that means if I don't take better care of myself, that means I wind up in the hospital or, some situation where I'm ill, where I'm sick, and now they're going to be doing the protocol. This is the protocol for such and such, blah, 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 blah. But if I take initiative while I'm able, right? Because you're still breathing out, right? You're still breathing in and out, right? Okay, so that means that you are able to do some stuff. By taking small little steps. You take small little steps. Remember, you're not competing against nobody. You're looking at what it is you need to do. Or you put yourself in the vision of how you see yourself pertaining to what you want for your life. We know we want a nice home, car, maybe some land. Yeah, we know that. But you got to be in the right frame of health in order to get it, secure it, and maintain it. Because if you're sick, you can't maintain the home, you cannot maintain the job, you sure as hell ain't gonna be able to maintain the car. So this is what I'm saying. A lot of times we put stuff ahead, and I'm not knocking people, but I'm saying I'm not going to be able to do any kind of work if I'm unhealthy. Why? Because I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be in the damn bed. I ain't going to be able to get up. You know what I'm saying? And many of us who probably have some kind of sickness, we know when you're sick, you don't even want to be bothered. You just want to lay in the bed, get well, right? Okay. So now, in understanding that we have to be kind to ourselves and take care of ourselves and maintain ourselves, we want to have mobility of life. That's what I'm really trying to say here. Mobility of life, meaning I'm going to learn more about food and beverage. I'm going to learn about alkaline and acidic. I'm going to learn about positive, negative. I'm talking on a deeper level. I'm going to learn about what food is electric, what food is acidic. I'm going to learn about what I need to eat more of if I have health-related conditions, what herbs I need to use, what fruits I need to use, what kind of water I should be drinking. See, that's another thing. There's different levels of water. If many of y'all go through my Instagram page, you'll see the kind of water that I drink, you know? And if you want information, you can always DM or text the number on the gram for a consultation. But what I'm trying to say is this here. Everybody breathe in and breathe out right now. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay. You're still winning. You're still in the race. By you breathing in and breathing out, you're still in the race of life. And you got a chance to make some serious changes, and you got a chance to really, really up the ante of your life, of your dimensions, of your galaxies, of your cosmos, of your planets, of your rivers, of your streams, of your oceans, of your lakes, of your ponds. You know what I'm saying? That's right, because you're still breathing in and out. So you are still winning. Now, being that you hear the frequency, right, from the high cosmic gateways, you know what I'm saying? Because this stuff comes from a high cosmic gateway. I didn't come out here and say, I'm going to talk about this. No. There's a frequency. There's a flow. We all have frequency. We all have flow. A lot of us don't know we got it, but I'm here to tell you that you got it. It's just a matter of you learning how to use what you got and not allow someone else to use you against you. You know what I'm saying? So now, you're still winning. You're still in the race. Thank the Creator. Thank the universe. Now it's just a matter of mending, molding, connecting those dots, connecting the cosmic dots that brings you back to yourself, because you know you have to live inside your body. So you're going to be with yourself for a while. It's not about the outside. It's about the inside. Build the inside. Get comfortable with being comfortable in your own skin. Embrace who you are. Embrace everything about you. You're beautiful. Your soul, your cosmic soul, your cosmic elevation. Embrace yourself on a deeper level and shed everything else. Shed everything else that you think that you have to be, have this to shed it, shed it, shed it, shed it, and return back to the true you. Return back to the true self. Because that's the way the Creator made you. Okay, society has given us all these different things. Oh, you just do. Listen, the goal is soul return, soul return, soul return, soul return. Return back to soul. Become closer to yourself. Become closer to you. Become closer to everything. Okay, you got some hurt from the past. You're dealing with some stuff. It's okay. We all go through to get through. Okay, everybody's dealing with different situations. Some people dealing with worse situations than you dealing with. Okay, and I was watching a program last night, right? And it was showing how people that come from other countries, how they come to America and they be successful. And here it is, we here, and some of us don't even be taking advantage of what we need to do. Now, I was feeling some kind of way, right? And then I said, hold up. That's just your low frequency. And so I watched the program even more, and I'm going to watch it again tonight too, right? And I understood, because a long time ago, I was listening to this lady, and she was saying, I don't call myself black, but she was saying black people just don't get it. She said, we don't get it, but people coming over here get it. And, you know, now, what I saw last night connected the dots to what I heard many, many years back. And so here's the deal. This is what I gained and gathered from why people who come over here are able to be successful, and us born here, sometimes we aren't. Because when they come over here, right, they go to school for certain things. They're not just going to school just to get a bachelor's in liberal arts. No. They're going to school to learn a trade or a profession to where they can start their own businesses. And that's what I gathered from the show that was on YouTube. And so they were talking. And they were telling you their story. How they didn't have running water. They didn't have this. They didn't have that. Right? And the guy started crying. And that's when I really got in touch with the emotional aspect of just being a human. We all want the same thing in life. It's just that some of us know how to do it. Some of us don't know how to do it. Some of us are born with silver spoon in our hand, you know, whatever that expression. Some of us, you know, have the energy and the momentum to do certain things. Some of us don't, you know. So, and that's not to say that, oh, you're worthless. No. Some of us just need to do more work. That's all. This means you need to do more work to get to where you need to go. That's all. Because we're all humans. So the goal is now, I mean, not the goal, but what they were speaking about. And they dealt with people not wanting to hire them and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And so the guy started crying. And like, that's when I felt his humanity. And that's when I was able to put my preconceived ideas pertaining to, you know, people coming over to America. I'm born here, seeing like they got everything, this and that, boom, boom, boom. And then it dawned on me. The reason why, because when they go to college, they don't go to college like how some of us, oh yeah, I went to college for this and that. But is that degree going to make you some real money in the real world? Is that degree going to help you start a business in the real world? A lot of times we got degrees that are worthless pieces of paper that's on the damn wall in our homes. I got my degree. I did it. Yeah, but are you making money with that degree? Are you building businesses with that degree? And I'm not knocking nobody. But what I'm saying is that is the information that I had gleaned and gathered from those group of people who came from poverty in Africa, right? And they was telling you their story, and they, when they went to school, they were learning not what we averagely take in school. This is what I'm saying. So now let me just give the answer to the question and the question to the answer. So what I'm saying here, this is what I learned. And not only that, but I heard Judge Mathis say it one time on his show. He said, he didn't say it like this. He said, you just don't want to go to college just to get a degree. He said, if you're going to go to school, make sure you're going to get a degree to where you may have to work for a while, but then you can spin off and start your own business. And this is what the show, maybe later I'll post a little bit up on the gram. I will do that. So and then you got reference, go watch it, then you get your different understanding or whatever. So that's what I walked away with on a deeper level. And don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking anybody that's in college or want to go to college. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to go to college, hopefully you want to make sure that the degree that you're striving for, you're going to be able to spin off into your own business and make money. Because this is what many people who have been coming to, not just America, but various different places where they have a better chance of making it. They are going to school getting those degrees in engineering. One lady, oh, listen, man, this one lady, and you will look at it and think, she does that? This lady, I forgot what something, but she went to school to where, I can't really like give you, but she, when they're building buildings and stuff like that, they need her because she knows how to do the electrical outlay pertaining to the electrical wiring, pertaining to how things are supposed to be wired in buildings. And then what she started doing, the money she was making, then she got into real estate. Listen, here's the deal. This is just food for thought. This is just empowerment. Because you may watch it and get something different from it. Because I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it on Instagram. The part of it we can see it go. So what I'm saying is this here. From this moment on, whatever kind of move we make, we want to make sure that any move we make is our best move that's going to facilitate plan of action to where it's going to heighten our frequency. Heighten your frequency ain't just about crystals. It is about crystals. It is about eating right and stuff like that. But as you begin to do all of that, now you're going to up the ante and say, I'm not going to spend two years or 4 years in school just to get a piece of paper so I can say, yo, I got my bats and Libra. That's cool. But we want to look at what's the payout. And see, this is how a lot of us be getting trapped. Go to college, this and that. Yeah, we want to do that if you can do that. But the goal is, if you're going to do that, you want to make sure that you're going to make you some bread to where you can spin off and do your own business. Just food for thought. And that's what I walked away with pertaining to how some of us think and how others think. Because sometimes, and I'm not knocking us, but sometimes, like, okay, we may have grew up, there was no food or whatever, but we didn't have to worry about no running water, this and that, whatever, not unless you was living in a house and they ain't pay the water bill. Whatever. So what I'm saying is that people coming from other places, they have a hunger. They have a stronger hunger than we have, because some of us, including myself, but not fully, because I understand the ins and outs of why I may have been thinking like this, because the struggle wasn't as hard. Imagine coming from a place, and I'm not saying they're better than us. I'm not saying that, because some of us are going through some shit right here in America. But what I'm saying is the dynamic of thinking. So now, the dynamic of thinking, and I'm saying this to myself, has to change, has to elevate. We have to reevaluate. Let me check into my head. Let me check into my thoughts. Are these thoughts going to bring a payout? Now, I'm not saying it's about money. I'm not saying that. But the payout is, I'm taking better care of myself. I'm learning more about myself. I'm forgiving myself. I'm becoming more real with myself. I'm exercising. I'm eating right. I'm not polluting my system. I'm not poisoning my system. I'm not doing none of that stuff that I know there's no payout. Eating food that's no good, there's no payout. I'm going to be sick. And now I can't create business. I can't make moves. I can't get this information to those underneath me. Family, future family, or people who may need some information and insight along the way. Now, case in point, because it's all tying into everything that I said. After watching that, that gave me a different perspective. So we don't have no time to waste. So if you think about going to college or whatever, you know what I'm saying, going back to school, the goal is, no, I'm not going to say the goal is, but I'm going to say what I would do. What I would do, I'm looking at the bigger picture. We live in a money-driven society, right? Wherever you go in the world, it's about money, right? So most people who leave their country, they leave that country, why? Because opportunity may not be as prominent as it may be in America, Europe, or wherever they may go. This is why you have heavy migrations of people all over the world. They're leaving where they live. Why? Because the living conditions are terrible. They can't survive. So they come to America, and like they come to various different places and stuff like that, you know, where there's more structure, there's more opportunity. So, and like I said, and I'm repeating myself, many of them don't just go to college to get a liberal arts degree, a bachelor's degree, and this and that. They are really using the educational system to create wealth for themselves and for their families, generational wealth. And so, like I said, what I walked with from watching the documentary, I think it was, I forgot which one, but because it's a series, and they do some great documentaries, you know, because that's what I do. Like on my time, like I'm watching documentary. I want to know about this person in that country. I want to know how they live and all. That's when I meet people. They be like, "How you know that?" Because I watch YouTube. You got people all over the world. They film. They let you know how everything is going on. Now, the same problems we have here, it's the same problems all over the world. Same issues, same problems. The only difference about when you come to, I'm trying to use the right word. When you come to countries, okay, let's just be real. When you come to countries that's ruled by Caucasians, it's a little bit more structured. And I'm not saying because they're better. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that, excuse me. Okay, that'd be another live, okay? Because now I'm veering off into something else. But this is what I'm saying. Like in some countries, they living off of like $1 a day or $4 a month, depending. But when they come over here, the money situation, the living situation is a little bit different because you got more help and programs and different things set up to help people. This is what I'm saying. So this is why you've been seeing a heavy migration where people from other countries have been coming to America. You're seeing a heavy influx. Okay? I'm going to have to do another live on this topic here, because now we're going to delve into some deep stuff here. This is going to be really deep. So I'm going to keep it, you know, pertaining to what I'm saying. So, and that's because where they are, their economy has been swamped and destroyed, literally. And so their goal is, yo, I got to get to America. I got to get to Europe. I got to get to where it's more structured, where they have more opportunity. And so, another thing too I need to say, when they come here, they're not caught up in Jordan and all this stuff that most of us are caught up in. They think is, yo, this is what we going to do, man. We're going to work together, or 3 of us, 4 of us going to work together. And we have that also in our people too. And they say, yo, we're going to all work together, right? You're going to do this, he's going to do that, you're going to do that. And then we're going to put money like to the side towards building for either we're going to get a storefront, or we're going to get a house, or we're going to buy a building. I'm telling you. And so And like I said, they not worrying about them $150 sneakers. They not worrying about, yo, I got to have this, I got to have that. No. Food, clothing, and shelter. Remember back in the day, it was so simple. We used to be happy just when mom cooked a meal for us. Remember those meals? It was about, yo, as long as I'm getting a good meal, I'm rich, I'm good. If I get a little snack, I'm good. You see? And so we have been totally distracted and diverted from just the simple pleasures of what life has for us and what life continues to have for us. And many people understand that and they're getting it. And this is why they're able to not spend their money like how some of us spend our money. They're able to stack that money and start buying the block, start doing this, start doing that. And it's also in our people too. But I'm just giving scenarios. So here's the deal. There's a lot of meat on this bone here that I just put out in the universe. And I'm gonna save this video because you may want to watch it later and get the full impact of what's being said here. So what I'm saying is, we don't want to just go to college and get a degree to say we got a degree. We want to go to college, if we are going to college, to make sure we're going to get a degree where it's going to spin off and make us some money so we can start our own business. Okay, that's the goal. Because there's a lot of people that got degrees, but they not working. They don't got no business going on. Because a lot of times we don't plan. I'm going to go to this college and yeah, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. So please do not take what I'm saying in the wrong way. But what I'm saying is that from this moment on, and I'm saying this to myself, any move we make, we want it to be our best move. Anything we're going to embark in, we want it to be something worth embarking on. We ain't got no more time to waste. We ain't got no more time to be bullshit. We ain't got no more time to be like this, throwing our money to the wind. Now we're going to sit back and reevaluate everything that we've been doing. Everything. What we eat, how we think, who's in our circle, what we doing, what we ain't doing, what we need to do, what we need to stop bullshitting about, stop running our mouths so much and not even like taking care of business, stop telling people our plans and just do what we need to do. And then if they want to join the plan, cool, you can join the plan. I mean, what am I really trying to say here? What I'm trying to say is that we can do it. We got the power. Right now, everybody breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Okay, you're still winning. And I'm not saying death that you lose. No. In death, you don't lose. The only way you lose in death is if you don't heal yourself, if you don't let go of that anger, if you don't let go of that bitterness, if you don't let go of that procrastination, if you don't let go of those resentments and all that stuff that people done to you, whatever. And I'm not saying, like be kumbaya. I'm saying heal for you, not for them. Heal for you. Don't heal for them. Because they may not be ready to heal. But as long as you're ready to heal, then you are healing for you. Why? Because you're going to be with you for some time. So that means, let me make sure I'm really looking at my issues of why, how come, why this, how come that, and blah, 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 blah. And you connect those cosmic dots to bring you back to yourself. The goal is I want to always come back to me. So I want everybody to say right now, I want to come back to me. Say it. I want to come back to me. And now bring your hand towards yourself, like as if you're taking yourself and you bringing yourself back to yourself. You can do that at any given time. So when you feel you're losing it, when you feel you're tired, when you're feeling this, whatever, say, I am bringing myself back to me. I'm coming back to me. You can do that. That's called soul return. Soul return. Returning back to the soul, returning back to self, returning back to you. Why? Because you are the blueprint. You're the blueprint. You are the blueprint, and the Creator has placed the blueprint in your DNA. So now, to kind of wrap it up and stuff like that, right? Basically what I'm saying here is that we want to move differently. Sometimes the way we move, the way we groove, it's no longer working. The groove is not the same groove and the move is not the same move. So we got to try some different moves so that the groove can really groove, and then we can facilitate plan of action pertaining to what it is we want to do with our lives. Yeah. That's called manifestation right there. Manifestation means action. Okay, I manifest in my mind what I want to do, and then I take, for some of us, who don't have that big hunger like some of us do, you take little steps of hunger to do what it is you need to do. For some of us that got them big, giant, roaring steps of hunger, then you take those big, giant steps, roaring hunger, and you do what you got to do. Do what you can do what you need to do, but damn it, do it. Do it. Just do it. Just do it. Because if we are already here and people are coming over here and they're doing it, there's no excuses for us. And many of us are already here and we are doing it, and we have been doing it. And remember, we are all human beings. What separates you from the person that is doing it? You're not doing it and they are. Or you have information or they got information that you don't have. And then we got to understand that there is racism, and it's rampant, and it is an institution in various different levels of this and that and so on and so forth, X, Y, and Z. So the thing is, you learn how to reinvent, you learn how to create, you learn how to event, so that way you can get around certain situations. And that's cool. You got to have a code. I got that from Neely Fuller, Neelyfuller, YouTube. Search Neely Fuller, okay? And so you got to have a code, okay? And looking at yourself, understanding yourself, working through your issues, understanding the ins and outs and ends of what makes you who you are. I'm bringing myself back to myself, you know what I'm saying? Meditating, you know, hug yourself, to yourself, hey, I love you. Look in the mirror, look in the mirror, look in the mirror, look in the mirror. Stop running away from yourself. Look yourself in the eyes, look in that mirror, look in the mirror. Embrace yourself, forgive yourself. You're angry at your mother, you're angry at your father, you're angry at whoever. They're not calling, they only call when they need you. You feel like people don't appreciate you. You better appreciate you. You better call on you. You better appreciate you, love you. Because you may not have no one, but you got you. Okay? So, whether you got people or you don't got people, you got you. And like I said in many other lives, many times before, you're born with family. La familia. You're born with a family. Think about it. Your heart, it's beating. That's family right there. Oh, you didn't get it, huh? Your lungs are breathing for you right now. Your brain, right? It's telling that hand, lift up. Leg move. Shit, we better run. So what I'm saying is that you have always been born with family. So don't think, oh, nobody loves me. Nobody cares. Your heart is beating for you right now. Your heart loves you. Your blood is flowing through your brains right now. Okay? Your blood loves you, right? Your lungs love you. Your kidneys love you. All them different communities in you, cells, they're talking. Yo, make sure he breathe. Yo, make sure she do this. Blah, 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 blah. You was born in love with love. But what happened was we was tricked, right? Like Malcolm said, you was a bamboozled, hoodwinked, blah, blah, blah. So come back to self. Say right now, I'm bringing myself back to myself because I'm hearing something from the Cosmic Shaman. I'm hearing something I never heard in my life before. And let me just say this. I never knew that I would even say this. And a lot of things that we're going to be doing and saying, we're going to, like when you step back and look at me like, damn, man, I did that. Whoa, I didn't even know I had that in me. It's always been there waiting for you to open the door, take the key, open the key, connect with the cosmic gateways, find yourself, focus more on yourself, take care of yourself. I started out with this. Get you some glasses, some reading glasses. Start reading what you're putting into your mouth. Literally. Start reading. What's this? What's that? Let me Google that. What's the harmful effects of that? Oh, man, I'm drinking this. Man, let me see. What's the harmful effects of this? And you're going to see that you've been slowly poisoning yourself. That's why you haven't been able to make those moves the way you want to make them. I'm telling you. Because we have been slowly poisoning ourselves. You're eating this, you're eating that. And please, don't take it like I'm knocking you, trying to tell you how to live your life, tell you what to do. I'm talking to myself. Been there, done that, and I'm still elevating the frequency of understanding what more I need to do for me. So there's so many different ways that we can do what we got to do. So number one, what we eat, how we think, who we with, getting more in tune with yourself. Stop thinking you got to be around a bunch of people to make a power move. You are the power move, okay? Another thing too, now, and I'm not saying do it, But what I'm saying is, if we're going to go into higher levels of education, we want to make sure what's the payout. I'm going to get this certification, I'm going to get this document, I'm going to get this degree, but what's the payout? Am I just going so I can wear the shirt? I went to Harvard, I went to Yale, I went to Skidmore, I went to, whatever colleges that I went to school, yeah, I got the degree, look at my shirt, yeah, look at me in the yearbook, yeah. Okay, nothing wrong with that. But now we want to look at it from a different perspective. Power moves, power moves, power moves. You get it? Power moves, power moves. What is the power? You are the power. By what? By the way you articulate your brain. It's not what you know, it's what you use. It's not what you know, it's what you use. We know about. Listen, it's not what you know, it's what you use. So if we're going to be sitting up in them classrooms getting this information, right? The higher education that they call it, then we want to make sure, and please don't misconstrue or take in the wrong way what I'm saying here. But, like I made mention, and some of y'all are going to have to rewatch this whole video. I'm going to try to save it, and hopefully I will be able to save it. We want to look at time, what I'm doing, what I'm not doing. Am I exercising? Am I eating right? Am I thinking right? Am I still, caught up in 20 years or whatever? Look at all of that and then see, in the moment of now, as we are breathing in and out now, is it applicable to the moment of now and what we have to do, what we want to do, our aspirations, our dreams, our motivation, so on and so forth? Is it applicable to that reality? If it's not, we need to slowly unpack it, put it away, and just let it be where it's supposed to be, and let's get into what is the happening of now. So, like I always say, it's not to condemn anyone, put anyone down. It's just food for thought. Food for thought. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? So, if we're going to go to these institutions, go to these schools, the goal is, what's the payout after I do get this degree? Can I start my own business? Yeah. Will I be able to leave this behind for my people who I know will keep this thing going? Yeah. See, I'm not saying become materialistic. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Okay? And I'm not saying that you have to do this. No. You do what you feel is working for you. If it's working for you, it is what it is. But what I'm saying is, after watching that video and watching other videos that connect me to the answers of now, I said, oh, now I get it. So that is what I was missing as a child growing up. I didn't get certain information to put me in certain stations of, this or that and so on and so forth. And I'm not saying that, oh, I regret. No, I'm not saying that. But sometimes we come into information at given times when we're ready to receive it. Then sometimes it has always been there, but we still didn't see it. We didn't get it. Why? Because we were distracted or caught up in something that was not facilitating proper plan of action for us to benefit. So sometimes we wake up at different stages, and it's okay. But the goal is, if you wake up, and hey, that's the blessing. You woke up, you got it, you understand it. So now you can operate in different frequencies pertaining to what you hear, what you feel, what you know, and other things you're going to receive. Receivership, meaning you're ready. And when you're ready, when you are sincerely ready, that's when you're going to understand all the information what mom been saying, dad, or the old lady is to look out the way. Hey, what you doing? Get up, whatever. So what I'm saying is, whatever good that you receive, when you're in full impacted receivership, meaning, okay, I'm ready. Universe, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to do that. Or I'm ready to do this. And then I'll do the other thing. Thing is, as long as you're ready to do something to bring about change, baby steps or those gigantic growing sets, but the goal is doing what it is that you know that needs to be done so that you could be free. What is freedom? What is freedom? Freedom is just like looking at what you can do, what you should do, what you better not do, right? And knowing the value of your life, of your time. So get you some good reading glasses. Start reading what you're eating, right? I'm kind of going over a little bit of what I was speaking about. Start reading what you're eating. Just because it says organic, if it got soy, got canola oil, it's not full-fledged organic. Cutting out salt, cutting out sugar. What else? Artificial ingredients. Just a variation of different things that maybe, we do. Please do not think I'm trying to tell you how to live your life. I'm not trying to tell nobody to live their life. I'm telling you, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing, and it's working for me. It's helping me. Sometimes I get them urges to go into Texas fried chicken. Yeah, but I say, nope, I'm not doing it. And then I look at why I'm not doing it. Yeah, it tastes good, but then later I'm like, oh man, I shouldn't have ate that. It was no good. Why did I eat that? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at how it made me feel when I ignored, right, the outcome. So we don't want to ignore, we do not want to ignore any known outcomes that we know is the outcome pertaining to anything that we do. Because now you're going backwards. Because if you know the outcome to something and you felt it, experienced it, went through it, and you decide to go back to that outcome, you just got a little bit more work to do. It's okay. Because see, we're not going to put ourselves down. Okay? We ain't going to say, oh, I fucked up. Yeah. Okay, I made an error. Okay, I shouldn't have did X, Y, and Z. I did it. And now we want to get to the core. Why did I do that? And when you get to the core, you're going to say, because I'm feeling inadequate. Because I'm feeling unsure. Or I'm trying to escape something that I haven't dealt with. Whether the past, or I'm in a moment of something that, or I haven't really and truly embraced my beauty, who I am. There's nobody on earth like me. So there's a different whole gumbo of different reasons why we do what we do. But the gift is we're hearing information, right? Not just from me, but there's so much information that has been coming. And I'm going to say this. If you notice how fast the times are going by now, you notice how quick. But let me tell you something. The creator, the universe is so merciful. You're going to get the information that you need. This is why the times are going by quickly. So when you receive certain information, don't ignore it. It's for you to be secured as these times start going quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker, so you can be in the know, in the flow, and updated to what's going on. And you will have less fear because you'll know what to do. I'm telling you, you'll know what to do. So we want to take care of our health, right? Our health is the wealth, right? And as we take better care of ourselves, we're going to spend our money differently. I'm telling you. Rehashing. When you are at peace, and when you're doing certain things that you know are rewarding and are the right-minded things to do, because that is what makes us adults, right? Not our age. Right-minded doing, thinking, facilitating plan of action. We spend our money differently. We eat differently. We feel differently. The company that we keep is different. I'm telling you, it's all a frequency. That's why I always say it's all cosmic. It's all cosmic. It's a frequency. Okay. If you want to hear what I spoke about earlier, rewatch the video. Okay. And this way you can get a more clearer insight to basically what I was saying. I did not come out here, had this pre-planned on what I was going to say. Because I started out with, hey, get you some glasses, start reading the ingredients of what you're eating and stuff like that. As many of y'all know, we have herbs, we got sea moss, we got crystals, we got books on herbs, books on crystals. So if you need any books, any crystals, any herbs, any shungite crystal water packs to start alkalining your own water, to start taking better care of yourself, you know, we have information that we can give to you. And so you can get on board and say, oh, wow, man, I didn't even know this was on YouTube. Wow, I didn't even know this was on the internet. Oh, wow, I didn't. But the information is out there. Listen to this here, right? I had saw something and I had a wow moment. And then I went back to like on, oh man, X-Files. And remember at the end of X-Files, like it would say the information is out there. Like I think it like, once X-Files ended each episode, and there's something to be like, the information is out there. And the information is out there. All the information. Oh, something's coming to me. This is the time of release. Yeah. We are in the time of release, meaning everything that needs to be known is going to be made known to us. Everything. This is the time of release. That's why our time is moving quick. And like there's a lot of chaos going on all over the world because major changes is happening. I'm telling you, a lot of things is going on in this world. The world, the earth, the universe is doing what it's doing, and it's been doing what it's doing as far as frequency, as far as healing. I'm telling you, there's a lot of different things going on, but if you just plugged in to what the news is just saying, you ain't gonna get the full insights pertaining to what's really going on worldwide. We all want the same thing. We all going through similar situations. Some of us find our way out, some of us don't. The reason why some of us don't find our way out, because we think what we got is all we need. And it's not. You know, so communication is the key, elevation is the key, reading more, studying more, sometimes just sitting with yourself, and you know, exercising is it's also a plus. Eating right, and understanding the ins and outs and ends of systems, of money. Oh my God, there's so much information I've been watching on YouTube. It blew me away. I'm telling you how the Fed works. I'm telling you, because we handle money every day and we don't even know how the Fed, well, I'm not saying it like, but I didn't even know how the Fed works. And I saw a video on YouTube. I was like, oh my God, what? This is, I never even knew this. So we want to know how systems work. So when certain things are happening, like in our lives, outside of our lives, in different parts of the world, we know that there's certain systems that's set up. And these systems produce and create certain situations worldwide. We want to look outside the block. Yeah, we live in the block, but we want to have our mindset outside of the block. I want to know what's going on in Mexico, Guatemala, Nicaragua, Nigeria, Ghana. I want to know what's going on all over the world. And your smartphone is that vehicle, is that tool for you to know, or your computer is your vehicle for you to know what's going on over there. You're going to be like, oh, wow, man, they going through their own thing. And here it is. I'm over here complaining about this thing that I'm going in. And here it is. I'm in America, man. And like, yo, and I'm not saying I'm better off, but things is a little bit better. Now I see why people are coming over here in droves, because there's a little bit more opportunity. Even though there's certain systems set up to crush us. It is, but there's still a little bit more opportunity. We just got to really, really say, if I'm going to go to college, I'm going to college to really get the knowledge. I'm not just going to college and put on my, well, yeah, I got my, okay, you got your degree, but what's going on? Are you facilitating plan of action? Are you doing X, Y, and Z? And it's not a put down, but it's like like to bring us up. You know, like to really bring our thoughts up, to really bring our minds up, to really bring our frequencies up. So whatever it is that we're doing, God willing, we're doing it right-minded thinking, and we're doing it because we know that it's paying off for us. whether we have more peace in our lives, we're eating more healthier, we got better communication with our family and loved ones. You know what I'm saying? We're not arguing with the neighbor next door no more. Listen, man, listen. There's a lot of little stuff that's going on, and things are getting twisted. So what I tell myself, let me focus on what I'm doing that's right-minded. Let me focus on my healing. Let me focus on being responsible, and let me stay out of other people's sickness. Their sick, insane cuckoo-ness. I don't want no part of that. Why? Because it's not going to benefit me. So let me focus on my frequency, focus on my goals, take better care of myself, take care of myself, do right, keep meditating, and constantly keep reevaluating what the next move, what the next move is and how I'm going to do it. If I don't know how to do it, then I need to get some information. I'm going to have to order a book on Amazon. I'm going to have to watch a couple videos. I'm going to have to talk to a couple people who's doing some things. And, okay, let me now this, like, because I know some shit, but they know some stuff that I don't know. So let me humble myself and let me now be like, okay, I'm ready. And I'm going to listen. I'm going to take notes. I'm going to listen. I'm going to take notes. I'm going to listen. I'm going to take notes. I'm going to listen. I'm going to take notes. When you look at life, we've been listening and taking notes all our lives. Now, what we want to do, hopefully, is when we're listening and taking notes, we're going to be listening and taking notes to things that's really going to put us in higher cosmic frequency elevation healing. What is higher cosmic frequency elevation healing? It's just, you know, that, man, I'm going to be real with myself from now on. I'm not going to bullshit myself no more. I'm not going to be trying to, you know, whatever. It's time for me to really grow up. My age does not make me an adult. It's my right-minded thinking. So cosmic.